Good morning. The Vatican says it expects Pope Benedict's successor to be in place before Easter. The pontiff says his mind and body are now just too old to serve the Church properly around the world. He'll step down at the end of the month. Right Reverend Albert Bogle, moderator of the General Assembly for the Church of Scotland, tells Wave 102 News Pope Benedict has done some memorable work.
Also his writings over the years were, although sometimes controversial, he's probably one of the greatest theologians the Roman Catholic Church has produced in the 20th century.
North Korea has carried out a nuclear test. The first signs came when an explosion-like earthquake was reported at one of the communist states' known test sites. Foreign Secretary William Hague has strongly condemned the move. Professor Andrew O'Neill, who's an expert in nuclear weapons and global security, says North Korea's action will be seen as a provocative act.
Although it did occur on North Korean territory, it comes after a period where all of the international community have been strongly, sending pretty much the same signal, and that is that if the regime tests, it will become further isolated. Around
18,500 homes and businesses in Dundee will get access to super-fast internet speeds once the next round of upgrades takes place. Fibre optic cables will be installed at the Claverhouse and Steeple exchanges by the end of next spring. Once that's been carried out, it's thought almost 59,000 premises in Dundee will have access to high-speed internet. Brendan Dick is from BT Scotland.
Everything's transforming, and it's transforming really, really fast. And one of the things we absolutely are certain of, I think, in the industry and in Scotland, is that a good digital infrastructure for all these uses, including activity in the third sector, is going to be critical of the future. So I think for the city it's quite a good base, really.
Barclays has announced it will cut 3,700 jobs. The bank has also revealed a pre-tax profit of more than £7 billion for 2012, an increase of 26% on a year ago. And Dundee Lib Dem councillors calling on an upgrade of the drainage system at a recycling site in the city. The Riverside Centre is regularly closed due to flooding, and people often use the Marchbanks facility as an alternative. But due to budget cuts, Dundee City Council are considering closing that down. Fraser McPherson says that would mean people would have to travel across Dundee to recycle.
If the SNP proposal to close the Marchbanks recycling centre goes ahead, the only major recycling centre in the west of the city will be Riverside, and we cannot have a situation where people would have to travel all the way to Baldovey on the other side of Dundee.
And finally, a group of Dundee-based jewellers are raising funds so they can take part